So I'm looking for the smallest frame half-horse motor I can find. I think a quarter horse might be enough for this because it's geared way, way down. I'm running for estimate about 10 miles an hour. I'll probably end up drill a small hole for the shaft on this side. If I can't find one narrow enough, I'll cut out the other side and reinforce it. Just cut a circle and leave the top and bottom. So the motor's going to fit down in here. And that spot below that idler right there. And then I'll run my ramp up into it to just clear the motor up into about here. I'm probably going to have to extend the front of it, but at the angle I'm looking at, I can probably use what I cut off to extend it. And I'll put a flat ramp on it so I can back the motorcycle right up to it. And the thing about this unit, you know, I want it all self-contained. I don't want to drag around no battery. I mean, I'm not taking this thing to no racetrack or nothing. Not only can I back the bike up the ramp and it'll drop down into here, but I can also push this device up against the motorcycle that's on the center stand. I'll knock those corners off so it's all wheel. But I can back a motorcycle right up to this on the center stand, tighten it up, and it'll start them without using the ramp. So that's what I'm building. This is about, well, as soon as I get the motor figured out, I mean, I got lots of 12-bolt starter motors. Again, I don't want to lug a battery around. But this thing will be quite heavy, so that's kind of a toss-up. I could have a starter motor on it by the end of the day and have it spinning, I think. I'm really looking for a 110 or 220 half-horse motor with a capacitor start. Something that'll fit right down in there tight, nice and low, so I can use the lowest ramp possible. And I would really like to find a little bit smaller wheel, because that tire just hanging there. I really don't like how high off the ground it sits in this orientation. There's a lot of ground underneath there. Obviously it can't fall through, but it also means I gotta lift the bike that high. What to do, what to do. I thought about just making a roller out of 2-inch pipe, some end caps, and a couple roller bearings. That's not out of the question. But I think the larger front wheel is the way to go. So it doesn't try to climb either way. If it's too small, it's going to try and climb in. I guarantee it. May not be successful, but it's going to try. So, we're getting down to the point of doing some welding here pretty soon.